Virgo, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thanks for being here. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you've been watching my stuff, please do me a great favor. Hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so you know when my stuff's coming up on your feed. So you know when my stuff's coming out. Whatever. Anyway, Virgo, what we're going to do here is we're going to see what the energies are surrounding you are for the beginning of April 2023, what you need to be cognizant of for the beginning of that month, all right? We're then going to look into what you may be out of alignment with for the beginning of April, what guidance we have for you with my spirit animal deck, not mine, but a spirit animal deck, to see what they have for you to help you navigate these energies, to help you with spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. We're lastly going to look into what needs healing for the beginning of the month, all right? We will have an extended for this reading, but it's going to be for the entire month of April, and that reading is going to entail your love situation, what is blocking your union, your progress with your person, what's going on, the energy surrounding the connection, along with what's going on in their life right now, and we're going to get some messages from them also. The link to the extended is in the description box below. If you go to capellawellness.com, click on the extended video section of my website. So let's see what you need to be cognizant of for the beginning of April 2023, Virgo. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, praise and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I hear King Arthur. I think I said that in the last reading for Taurus. Holy shit, really? You got the... See, I said the last thing for Taurus. You got Taurus's card. Two of Pentacles. Are you guys doing something? But you guys have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Taurus had the King of Swords. All right, my lovely Virgos. That is you. That is you. I'm hearing balancing spirituality and practicality. There's something about your life's out of balance. And if you watch my weekly, there's a huge energy of being out of balance. The astrology is there affecting some of you, especially the earth signs with regards to being out of balance, all right? You're being asked, it's like you're oscillating between decisions. You're oscillating between two things. I don't know if I want to isolate myself. I don't want to do the long spiritual journey to master spirituality, to master myself. Okay? This is my Socrates card, know thyself. You may be having a hard time with pulling yourself away from the material world is what I'm getting. This Two of Pentacles, because the earth energy here, the Pentacles, is about material things, money, possessions, right? I'm afraid to pull myself away. I'm afraid to go into isolation mode. I'm afraid to do this healing by myself. I'm afraid to go deep down into the depths of my soul to pull out those things that I want to see, to transmute them into light. Kind of like Scorpio energy too. This is understanding that you're being asked to be you're being pulled away from the outside world, from your friends, from your jobs, even family sometimes, to do the leveling up. The hermit mode is required because God does his greatest work on you, and he needs to have all these energies cleared from you in order to do that work. In order to separate the light from the darkness. You're to be of the light, not of the dark, guys. You are to be of the 5D world, hermit, not of the 3D world. Right? And that requires you to be in your own little cave doing the hardest work that you've ever done on yourself. You've got to be prioritizing yourself, Virgo. Retreat. Get away from people, things, lower vibrational energies that are affecting your abundance, that are affecting your spiritual growth here. Know when you need to be alone, and know when you don't need to be alone. All right? There's a difference between loneliness and being alone, guys. I'm hearing that heart song, Alone, right? Some of you are going back and forth with the idea, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be by myself. Why do I have to go through this long journey of knowing my purpose and knowing what I'm here to do on my own? It builds character. It builds resilience. It builds strength. You can't be going through this journey of self-mastery having other people's energies affect that. Everyone else has their own journey, their own timeline, their own things to heal, their own things to learn, their own things to overcome. You can't have other people's shit interfering with yours, Virgo. Which is why the hermit mode is so important. That's why God pulled me away from everyone and everything. I've been in isolation for years. I've been having to do things on my own for years. And yes, I have my son. I'm living with my parents for the time being. I've got family around. But I still feel alone. And I need my alone time to continue to grow, to continue to evolve, to continue to be in that mastery that I've worked so hard on for years. Remember, the hermit and the Rider Waite, the guy has a long beard and a cane. This is a long journey. But the rewards that come with this are really super. God's trying to build you up in preparation for what he's about to give you, what he will give you when you are ready to come out of that cave. You will be a force to be reckoned with when you're ready to come out of hermit mode, Virgo. This is the self-analysis. This is going within and doing analysis on yourself about the things that have gone on in your life, your relationships, the jobs that you have, and learn, what did I learn? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? You start to have like almost near tunnel vision and going through all of these life's experiences to better understand who you are and who you are not. Okay? There's also something about money here for some of you. I think I was talking about this tendency to be I need material things. I'm afraid to change this about myself. I'm afraid to go into this hermit mode to be closer to God. It's like when Jesus goes out into the desert for 40 days. Lent, we are in the season of Lent. For those of you who understand Lent, I'm saying this because of my Catholic background, but they want me to say this for a reason. Jesus wasn't just there to resist the temptation from the devil. He was preparing himself for the crucifixion. He had to have that strength and that stamina and that endurance, and to have that strong God confidence in himself, knowing his purpose and knowing what he was here to do. That was pure hermit mode when he was out there in the desert. And yes, it helped him to resist the temptation about wanting to run away. Because this might be a kicker for some of you. Jesus was human, so he had free will. From what I have been told during my hermit mode, God said to me that Christ had the option to not fulfill the prophecy because he's human. We have free will. Yes, he was the Son of God, but he was not an entity. He was a human being with a vessel. And Christ knew this. And he went out there to rely solely on God for his strength, for the belief in himself, the belief in his purpose, to probably do more analysis on what he was called here to do. to better understand he was capable of fulfilling the prophecy, to understand he was capable of doing what God has called him to do. Because we all know these callings are not easy. Because it pulls us away from the material world. It has us to really fully rely on God. It's like being in a wilderness season. God had to isolate him to prepare him for what was coming. Because it was part of his purpose. Because I'm being told God had a feeling, or Christ knew, he was like, I'm going to try to get out of this. I know what my end is. But I have to be strong enough to do God's will. Again, oscillating between the options. Christ had an option to listen to the devil and say, hey, you don't have to be going through this. But did he listen? No. And I'm pretty sure after those 40 days, he was tempted again and again and again, the closer he got to fulfilling the purpose fully. But all of that time in isolation was helping him to continue to be one with God, to build his faith, to build his resilience, to build his trust. And if you know the story of Jesus, he had to pull away and go out in nature and be by himself. I can't be around the disciples right now. I need to recalibrate. I need to recharge. God was doing more work on Christ when he was pulling himself away from everybody else. The same thing that God is doing with you, Virgo. There's a change. You're transitioning into going into full hermit mode, which means things are going to be removed from you. The jobs, the friends, the people. The outside world is no longer going to be a thing for you. Because you're going to be in your own world now to do your greatest work. And that's when God does his greatest work on you. You will be able to go through the temptations alone, the healing alone, the purification, understanding what light really is, transmuting the dark into light. There's a whole bunch of stuff that the hermit goes through. And it's a long process. Mastery takes time. It takes many cycles. It takes a lot. You can't just master something overnight, or maybe even in a year, 2 years. Not with spiritual mastery, not with this hermit energy. You're going to start to better understand what your true purpose is, what your abilities are, who you're not, who you came here to do. This is also about you being your authentic self and not trying to be like everybody else and doing things that everybody else does. We got that in the weekly for this week. Prioritizing yourself, your enlightenment, your spiritual growth. This is also about getting hung up on or debating, oscillating between options about working with a spiritual mentor or a teacher, because there's an energy of money here. I don't have the money. I don't know if I spend the money on this, of getting guidance, of getting mentorship, of getting or membership, getting mentorship or getting additional guidance here. I don't know. What if I need that money? If God told you to go do it, then why are you hesitating? There's a tendency to kind of go back and forth on getting guidance and working with somebody, right? To help you with your spiritual growth. to work with you here because of the money. When God is your source and supply. Taurus got this message too. You've got to prioritize things that tie into your spiritual growth here, Virgo. And there are people out there who God has brought you to who can help you with this. And whatever money issue this is, you have to stop focusing on that physical part of your journey. What you put in is what you get back. There's a lot of wisdom to be gained from this person. There's a lot of wisdom to be gained from your own self by going into this hermit mode. We all have teachers. And eventually you will become that teacher, that mentor. It's also connecting more with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, but there's also other people around you who can assist you with this, to help you to deal with being in isolation, being alone, working on yourself. You're going to connect more with God by doing this, to where when the devil tries to throw you off or other people try to throw you off, you're not going to be thrown off that path. You're not going to lose focus on mission. You're not going to get caught up in those difficulties and challenges of wanting to run back to the 3D world, your old self. You're going to understand that while you are in this period of solitude, there are going to be a lot of ups and downs. That infinity symbol. You're going to be prepared to be like this rock, this stronghold, Fort Knox, whatever this is, a fortress, to deal with life's ups and downs. And when things start to turn downward, you won't fall apart. You won't cave. You won't give in and say, I'll throw in the towel and fuck this. That's it. I'm done. Then you've just thrown all of your blessings and your abundance and your happily ever after down the drain. Because it will come to that. It's tough to be removed from the 3D world. It is not an easy thing. God refines you during this period. It's exactly what Christ was doing when he was out there in that desert. God was refining him. He was building him up. Even more so than what he was before. He was leveling him up to prepare for his purpose. And yes, resisting the temptation, the ups and downs, when things start to turn downward, the temptation to what? Give in, give up, go home. This is not happening, Virgo. You have way more power than you think you do, but this hermit mode is necessary. This solitude mode is also necessary if you want to come into permanent union with your person. You cannot escape this phase of the journey. Because this is about you, about understanding who you are and who you're not, becoming the person God made you to be. This is not about coming into union with your person. That's not the end goal here. It's spiritual mastery. It's spiritual awakening. It's spiritual growth. You being so tight with God, it's like nothing will faze you. I said at the end of this, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You're not going to be caving and focusing so much on separation and things that you once had and the life that you once had or didn't have or whatever this is. You're going to become this individual who's going to be so wise. You're going to have the ability to change other people's lives. All of your life's experiences, Virgo, are because you're going to teach them to others. And you're going to show them what life can be like. Even in solitude. Even when you've been removed from those things that don't serve you anymore. This is a time to focus more on the spiritual than the physical, Virgo. You may be juggling too many things, putting things in priority. This could even be, for some of you, spending money on things that are not a priority, that have nothing to do with your spiritual growth. I'm hearing, are those things really necessary, Virgo? Or are you going to invest in yourself, in mentorship, on getting that guidance that you know that you need? And I know that's hard for some. Because it's like, well, what is that really going to give me? Oh, well, you're learning from a sage. It's going to be worth the investment. It's going to give you way more than you think it is. Than buying that thing that may give you instant gratification. Again, it's part of resisting temptation here. For when you're really in the thick of it with being in hermit mode. I didn't have a mentor. I had God. I had Christ. I went through my journey, my hermit mode, majority of the time by myself. I didn't have someone to kind of give me that guidance. I went solely through them. It wasn't part of my plan. I had to go through it completely alone. But that was because I was going to learn certain things to be able to teach to my students, only based off of my experiences. I had to go through it without a human being there. But that's what God wanted for me. Yeah, I kind of wished I had a teacher. I had a mentor in the physical, like a human being, what I'm saying, but I didn't. It wasn't part of my plan. But I did have the Most High. I did have my archangels. I did have some, like, I subscribed to a tarot reader's Patreon one time. She was a mentor for a while until my guide said, you don't need her anymore, Jess, you're ready to go. But that wasn't one-on-one. I was just watching her extendeds or her bonus content. Because they guided me to that. And I was a little hesitant in spending the money. I'm like, why should I be spending money on that when I really want to spend money on this? But boy, did I get a lot out of it. I really got my money's worth and then some by doing that. She helped me to prepare to go into hermit mode. And mind you, it was a collective reading, but it still helped. I was not guided to get her services on one-on-one because she did offer that. They were like, no, just look at her bonus stuff, the collective stuff, and we will tell you when you're ready to tap out, when you're ready to go completely on your own. All right, so there's something about that for some of you with the money. But you've got to prioritize yourself. You got to start really working more on learning more about you. Spending time out in nature. Connecting with God, the world around you. Getting away from the world of man here. Observation with the Virgo energy, analysis with the Virgo energy, the world around you, the nature. Look at nature and you're going to gain so much knowledge from that. It's not even funny. But you've got to be in a clear-headed space. You've got to be in a clear energy in order for you to gain that wisdom from the environment around you when you're out in nature. I learned so many things just by sitting there and observing. And God would speak to me very profoundly by doing that. That's where I gained a lot of my wisdom. And that was helping me to be more connected, more grounded, so that I can free up those energies, so I can tap into the higher frequencies to be able to channel what I channel in my readings. Not just with here, but with other things, with my clients, with my dailies that I do in my memberships, with the way that I create my meditation videos that a lot of people say are actually more beneficial than other ones that they've seen out there. I'm not able to do that if I wasn't in that long period of hermit mode there, of really connecting. I'm not able to channel the way that I do, especially my members' lives readings. Because some of you who have memberships, you know that I go to town. And I don't know where the shit comes from, but I know I'm not tuned in and tapped on when I'm doing it. But that's all only because when me coming into my gifts, this mode right here was what did it. If you're trying to boost your telepathy skills, you're trying to boost your connection to God, boost your connection to your person in the 5D, understanding your true gifts and talents, and living the fullness of your potential, you're gonna have to go through this. There's no way around it. And again, God does his greatest work when you are in isolation, when you're in solitude. So start prioritizing yourself more. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about the physical world. Worry about your spiritual self, your spiritual world. And again, with that infinity symbol, this is confirmation for some of you that you are in a divine counterpart connection, like counterparts I would call it, the twin flamey stuff. It's an eternal bond. The bond cannot be broken. But in order to come into union, permanent union, you need to go through this phase, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take a while. Learn to be adaptable to the changes, Virgo. Change is good. Helps you to grow, learn, evolve. It helps you to free up the space to call in what it is you're wanting to call in. There could be somebody around you also, something about the moon going into Virgo soon, or something like that. Maybe after the full moon in Libra, something about the moon going into Virgo, where somebody's going to come out of hermit mode, somebody's coming out of isolation, of being introverted, being by themselves, being away from people, places, things. Somebody around you may be getting ready to make a transition to get out of this hermit mode. That could be for some of you. Let's see what you're out of alignment with for the beginning of April. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. You can't make it up, Virgo. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. As I said, in order to get those things that you desire, you're going to have to do the work, and it's going to take a long time. You got to do things on your own, but there is a mentor here who will help you through this. There have been so many times where I wanted to throw in the towel, and I went through it again today. I even told my son, I said to my son, I don't know, Julian, I don't know where this energy is coming from, but I feel like just throwing in the towel and giving up on everything, like I'm done with this. And I know where that's stemming from. It's the devil trying to get the best of me. And it came out of fucking nowhere. And I'm like, what is it that I really desire? Do I want to be completely out there and be popular and stuff like that? Or am I here to teach? Am I here to do God's work? What is it, Jess? It's like I had a conversation with myself. What am I here for? What is my purpose? I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a mentor. I teach. I'm not a freaking fortune teller. I'm here to get people closer to God. I'm here to get people to remove themselves from the 3D world, understand what their true potential is. But understanding that there's hard work that goes with it. There's a lot of angst. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of stuff that I've gone through with. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I didn't spend all this time to throw it all away. I didn't work this hard to give up on it now. Everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. Have faith. Trust. There could be an energy for a smaller group of you where you've been isolated, nothing's been changing, or you're not seeing any other growth or any other changes, especially financially. There could be something with the Two of Pentacles where it's like you get all this money from teaching or whatever it is that you're doing, and then you end up having to, you save the money, right? You're balancing it out. Okay, cool. I have money, I'm saving, and then all of a sudden the money has to go right back out for something you weren't expecting. Okay? And you're kind of like, God, man, I'm trying to have like financial stability here. I'm kind of tired of deciding, should I spend money on this or should I spend money on that? I was like, okay, I can spend money on this, but let me hold off on this. There's something about, I'm tired, God. Why are you still keeping me from this? Right? But God's still pruning you. He's still refining you. He's trying to see, because some of you are very close to something, you're going to go back to your old ways. And sometimes when the going gets tough, going out in nature is what helps you to reconnect, to understand God is always abundant and so are you. God provides, right? Bottom of the deck is emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings of love. See, some of you, this is about really going into solitude to do some serious, deep emotional healing. That is the energy of the Lover's card, guys. You've got to do the emotional healing to get to union with self before you can have permanent union in the physical. And the emotional healing is done alone if you haven't been asked to work with somebody to work with you on that. See what I said? Connecting with nature. Be honest. What is it really desiring? Your body and soul are craving fresh air, trees, flowers, butterflies, birds, sunshine, and animals. The message is clear. Go outside. The answers to your questions are outdoors in nature where you can easily think and receive creative ideas. See what I was saying? They're just confirming what I was channeling. Even a brief stroll during your lunch hour will yield tremendous benefits. Additional meanings are plant a flower garden, adopt a new pet, your children need to spend time outdoors, go camping or hiking, visit a rural or eco-friendly retreat center, switch to a career where you can work outdoors or with plants or animals. Trust the messages you receive when you spend time in nature. You have a natural gift for communicating with animals. Bring nature indoors with potted plants, a fountain, and crystals. You need sunshine or full spectrum lighting to elevate your mood and emotions. Eat more naturally, taking in fewer processed foods or beverages. Whatever that is for you guys, that's your message. Whatever hit you in the gut, maybe all of it hit you in the gut. Admit your true feelings to yourself. You've been concealing something from yourself. What is it, Virgo? Your emotions are true and accurate, and they're trying to get your attention. Right now, admit your deepest feelings to yourself. Know that it's safe for you to engage in self-honesty. Your genuine feelings from the compass that points you in the best direction and guides you to the answers you seek. Trust that any changes you make will come about in harmonious ways. You will be glad that you admitted your true feelings to yourself. Additional meanings are: allow other people to get to know the real you. Retain your integrity by following the path that you know is right for you. Be yourself. Face your fears head on. There is something about a fear of money here. Not having enough or something like that. Or afraid of spending it. Everything's okay. The fairies know that you're concerned about the outcome of the situation, so they've sent this card to you as reassurance that everything's working out in a divinely perfect way. Take steps to uplift your outlook and unburden your heart and mind, such as taking a nature walk, again, spending time with loved ones, exercising, or enjoying a creative project. The more you can stay centered and filled with faith, the better the outcome you'll experience. Additional meanings are: write down your concerns on paper and then ceremoniously dispose of the list by burning it, pouring water over it, or burying it. Talk to the people involved in order to double check your facts. Your worries may be based upon untrue assumptions. Make sure that you're getting enough rest and eating healthfully, as physical strain can lead to anxiety and exhaustion. There's more something about the health thing again. What you're eating, what you're drinking, that's twice, Virgo. You guys are all about wellness. This card signifies that you're healing from some old emotional pain. The first thing that comes to mind is exactly the issue you're resolving. As you let go of anger, guilt, or other emotional wounds, you awaken a new level of power within yourself that attracts everything you desire. And more. Call upon the fairies as well as supportive people or professionals. Call upon the fairies as well as supportive people or professionals to help you through this time of healing. Know that you're lovable and that you deserve a happy heart. Additional meanings are: the situation you're asking about has an emotional basis. Physical healing occurs as a result of emotional healing. You're preparing for a new love by healing old hurt from a previous relationship or partnership. Consult with a professional counselor or join a support group. Journal about your feelings. This situation is bringing about tremendous personal growth and spiritual. Okay? You can't make it up. Affirmations are going to help too. Morning, evening, let go as you surrender the need to control. Your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. What do you need to let go of? A lot of you got to be prioritizing more in yourself and your healing and your spiritual personal growth. All right. Thanks. Oh, I'm missing a couple cards. Okay. We're going to get guidance for you, Virgo, on how to best navigate these energies for the beginning of April. This is the Spirit Animals Oracle deck. This is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous deck. So if you see these animals, excuse me, if you see these animals, that's confirmation of this reading. These are also, this could be your spirit animal, or these are animals that can help you also with your healing. All right, what guidance do we have for Virgo, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Series, please and thank you. My hands seem to get smaller every time, or at least that's my perception. When I shuffle these cards, you can see, look, it's like, stretching it out. What does Virgo need guidance on? Holy Spirit. Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Series, please and thank you. Some of you like to sing, or you need to sing more. Somebody stopped singing. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Or whoever you are. This is hard, guys. I'm stretching my fingers out here. What guidance do we have for Virgo, Holy Spirit, for the beginning of April 2023? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, support. Okay. It doesn't want to go back in, so I'll take it. Oh! It popped out of my hand almost. I was feeling humpback whale. What does it say, Virgo? Singer. Maybe your last name is Singer. If your last name is Singer, this is a huge message for you. Some of you are singers. What did I just say about some of you need to sing? That raises your vibration. Sing in the shower, I do it. Sing in the car, I do it. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. That Hermit energy is going to help you to align with your purpose. Some of you may very well have a purpose of being a singer, or utilizing your singing gifts to heal others. That could be part of your purpose. All right? Somebody may be shocked about hearing that because I felt it. Bottom of the deck. This is also dancing to the beat of your own drum because of the music here. Again, being yourself. Polar Bear Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. You are the mystic. There's something about your moon placement, and I can't remember. I don't know if it's waning gibbous or waxing. No. Or new moon. No. One of the moon phases, I forgot, if you look it up, it is that whatever moon you were born under, you were born to be a mystic. Okay, go look it up. I can't remember it. It's a moon phase. Challenges make you stronger. This is why when that hermit mode, the ups and downs of life, it's going to help you to be able to combat those seamlessly. Rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You're also going to be refined enough to be able to face adversity. Because when some of you are being asked to be psychics, when you get attacked, when people try to do these things or whatever it is that your purpose is, right, you won't fall in the face of adversity. You won't give up. You won't give in. So let's see what you need to heal for the beginning of April 2023. What does Virgo need to heal for the beginning of 2023? Holy Spirit. April, did I say that? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families. Wow. They did not hesitate on that. Cypress aids transition and transformation. There's the transition with the Two of Pentacles. Essential oils in your diffuser, guys, or a lotion or oil that has cypress in it. Siberian fir, something a lot with trees here, or pine trees or something. Relieves and revitalizes. Again, essential oils with the Siberian fir in it. The lotions, the oils, body, or whatever. There's something else and I can forget what it is. But essential oils will help the most, is what I'm getting. Lang Lang unleashes sensuality and heals the heart. The emotional healing. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Clearing the heart chakra requires that hermit mode, guys. And it's what's needed in order for you to have permanent union manifest. And you've got to do it alone. You will have the help for some of you of a spiritual mentor to get you through that, but the majority of work is on you. It's all on you. If you're mainly the divine feminine here, union depends on you. Not anything else, not your person. LMNOP. Okay, number S. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Number S. Numero S. All right. This naturally uplifts the mind and spirit and provides greater physical energy without overstimulation. It is soothing to the skin and an excellent choice for massage, particularly after strenuous activity or when muscles are aching. This essential oil helps boost self-esteem. It empowers those who use it regularly, revitalizing their emotions and helping them feel more connected to the planet and others on it. Cypress. I have to turn on this other lamp here. It is suitable for a wide variety of health issues linked to pain, swelling, and bloating, and to blood pressure. Circulatory and heart conditions. It is also a natural antibacterial antiviral that can stop a sore throat, a cold, or bronchitis in its tracks when taken at the first sign of symptoms. Cypress essential oil can help you if you're feeling stalled or struck by encouraging feelings of progression. It reputedly conveys feelings of cohesion and stability, assisting us through times of change or transition. In the same way that it detoxifies the physical body, it can help us relinquish emotions that no longer serve us, helping us to let go of them, accept our circumstances, and flow with the process of life. It can be especially helpful during times of grief and bereavement, helping us accept death as a natural part of life and rebirth. Rebirth, whatever. Yang, lang, 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 lang. Where is that? I think lang, lang? It's kind of difficult to say. This essential oil is also potent against many heart conditions. It helps relax the nervous system and alleviate feelings of restlessness and agitation. According to one study, the aroma of ylang ylang may help prevent epileptic seizures if smelled prior to the onset of one. This essential oil is believed to help unite body, mind, and spirit, as well as to help people get in touch with their sensuality. It may aid some in overcoming the fear and anxiety that is blocking their sexual expression. It is also relaxing and soothing, encouraging feelings of pleasure and joy. Don't deny yourself pleasure and joy, by the way, Virgo, if that's what you're doing. Don't do that. All right, Virgo, I'm going to move to the extended right now. So if you're interested in joining me there's a link in the description box to access the extended reading, or go to capellawellness.com and click on extended videos. Again, the extended is going to talk about your love situation. We're going to see what energies are surrounding your connection with your person, or whatever connection is on your mind right now. We're going to look into the blocks. We're going to see what's blocking union, what's blocking the connection from making progress. Blocks are always important to know and understand, to obliterate them so that you allow more of the flow to come in and for you and your person to progress more on your journeys. We're also going to look into what your person is dealing with right now. Okay. And lastly, we're going to get messages from your person. All right. So I'm going to go over there now. I will see you there. If not, if this is where I leave you, Virgo. What was I going to say? Oh, they wanted to mention about my Capella memberships if you're not a member already. And my weekly astrology subscription that I just started. I'll be giving you, it's a monthly subscription, $22.22 a month, where you're going to get the astrology for the week, but we're going to go day by day. And I'm also going to do a tarot scope for either your, it depends. I'll start with your sun and your rising signs, dealing with the astrology for that day, or it could also pertain to the guidance or the tarot scope for each element: air, water, earth, and fire. All right. Astrology is a big piece in this. This is all, it'll all come full circle, give you a bigger picture as to how to best navigate these energies, right? Because we can't avoid the astrology here. It affects every single person on this planet. So the better you understand what's going on with those transits, the better you are to able to navigate through those. Aside from what you get here, the Capella memberships will give you daily guidance on how to best navigate the energies for that day, what to prepare for. My guided, my healing meditations are also part of those memberships, along with members only lives and a whole bunch of other things of value that can really benefit you with getting you closer to God, getting you more in alignment with your higher self, dealing with the hermit mode, all these things that you may need assistance with. Usually it's beneficial for those who have a hard time getting the one-on-one readings that I do. So that could be well worth the investment for you, Virgo, with regards to your spiritual growth. Some of those memberships also include discounts on all my services indefinitely, right? As long as you are still an active member. Some of those include monthly coaching. All right, you can have a live tarot reading with me, or we can have a one-on-one discussion. It could be like a dump, and I'll just sit there and listen. Okay, you can utilize that live coaching session for whatever it is you need it for. It doesn't always have to be tarot. Please understand that. Again, I don't do fortune telling here. This is not what I use this for. So there's that. So if you want to look into those memberships, check out the description box. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, click on the Capella membership subscription. The page there. The weekly astrology subscription is in the Capella membership section of my website, all right, to help you understand the astrology and how to deal with it, all right? And again, navigating and I'm hearing like overcoming adversity, which astrological transits can bring you, all right? If you have any questions about anything at all, please let me know. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box. If you download the free mobile app, you can directly chat with me on that platform, okay? I usually get back to you when I can. If you need a little bit of guidance or something, you have a quick question, I will answer it and not charge you for it, okay? I am here to be of spirit and service to people, to teach, right? To utilize my wisdom to help others. I'm not going to be charging every little thing, but I do have to set boundaries, and I do have to, I know what I'm worth, so I'm not going to give everything away, all right? Investing in yourself is going to be very critical at this point if you haven't been doing so already. All right, guys. Well, now I'm going to go through the extended. So if you're not coming with me there, thank you so very much, Virgo, for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. And always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Confirmation? Starting out.